Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and today I'm going to be doing my Top 5 Wednesday. So if you don't know what Top 5 Wednesday is, I will have the Goodreads group all linked down below if you would like to check that out. So today's topic is basically big books that you would like to read, and it's in honor of Tone Topple. I won't be participating in Tone Topple, but I thought this was still a good topic to talk about because I have quite a bit of big books that I want to get to, and I went through my list and I picked out the top 5 that I would really like to get through soon. So the first book that I have is Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, and I have had this before. I have talked about it on my channel before, and also I talked about him. I mentioned him in one of my top 5 fantasy authors to try because he's like one of the kings of fantasy, like everybody talks about. So I want to try his work, and Elantris was the first book that I had, and I think I got a little over 100 pages, and I did like what I was reading, but I just wasn't able to finish it, and then it was due back, and I had other stuff that I was trying to get through as well that I owned, and so I just turned it in. No harm. So, what I liked about the story is that it had a lot of political elements to it. It had a very strong female lead, and is a very character driven. And I'm not really character driven. Isn't my it's not something I prefer. More plot driven story, not so much as character driven. But I really liked it, and I felt like that fit this story. The next book I have is one that I have mentioned plenty times before. It is one of my most intimidating books, and it's The Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I have wanted to read it, and I stop because I was just so intimidated by it. And I believe the last book, or still 2 books, people are still waiting on those books, and I was just going to wait until they all came out and get them together, but it doesn't look like the books are coming out anytime soon, so I just might as well go ahead and get it. I do own a copy, so that's good. So I want to get to it, I can, but I don't know a lot about this series. All I know is that what I watched on TV, and I only got to like season 2, episode 1, so I'm not really invested into the story like most people, and I don't really know a lot that's going on with the story, but I do want to get to it and be able to be in conversation with people because I work at a library, and a lot of the librarians have read this and they talk about it, and I would like to put my 2 cents in it, whether I like it or if I don't like it. I still like to talk about it because it just is. The next book that I would like to get to is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I love Cassandra Clare. She's like one of the first YA authors that I got into. When I first started reading YA, I loved her Mortal Instruments, but I loved her Infernal Devices even more, and I've devoured those. I know I read the first book in Infernal Devices in like a day and a half, and I just could not wait until the other 2 came out. I loved them. And I don't know why I never got to Lady Midnight. I don't know why. But I have it, so I have no excuse. I got it here. I don't know what it is about, but I just know that I got it because Cassandra Clare wrote it, and it's part of that universe, and I love all of the other books within the universe, so I had to get it. I believe this is set right after the Mortal Instruments, because I've been told that you had to finish the Mortal Instruments before you read Lady Midnight, so I'm not sure about that, but I do know that I want to get to it as well. The next book that I have is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, The Kingslayer Chronicles. I love that series name. I feel like any series that has chronicles in it, I'm going to like it. I just love that. I feel like I'm going to go on this big epic adventure. It's going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be full of so many possibilities, and I'm never going to want to come back to reality. That's just how I feel about that. I have heard so many good things about his work, about this book specifically, and it's just something about his writing, his characters, his world building. I have heard that it takes a little bit of a while to get into, but that's just because of the fact of him building the foundation of the story. And this is book 1 as well, but it's just based off that, and I understand that, before I go into it. I know that, so I'm not expecting it to just pop out at me. But I haven't really heard anything bad about this book or the writing, or just anything about it. Period. That's negative. I don't really know what it's about, and I want to go in it like that because of is so much going on with it. I want to go into it very vague and very blind with it. So the next book I have is The Lost Queen by Signe Pike. I probably said her name wrong, but I have seen this book recently circulating and I wanted to give it a try. And this story is about a twin sister of the man who inspired the legend of Merlin. I love that. I love anything dealing with that. King Arthur, Marilyn, not Marilyn, Marilyn, all of that. I love that. I love it. So, I am definitely going to try to get to this very soon, really soon, because it's a library book. But I do have my own copy coming in because I have faith in this that I'm going to like it. I never really buy books like that, and I'll explain my process of buying books and what I do in a whole nother video. Um, yeah, that's for a whole other video. But I have faith in this book that I'm going to like it. So I can't wait to read it. So that's all for my Top 5 Wednesday. Comment down below your Top 5 Wednesday. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And also, if you would like to see more content and videos that I put out, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate that so much. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!